may find this strange and weird that I'm not on camera, but that's because what I need to say does doesn't require me to be on camera for this. I was watching some videos on YouTube recently about this guy who's I guess he's a wannabe Bob Larson of YouTube or internet radio. ShockofGod. Now this guy, actually, you know what? This guy can't even lick Bob Larson's boots, because at least Bob Larson, for as much as a dickweed he is, at least on his radio show, he let people talk. This guy doesn't even do that. This guy interrupts anybody who calls in with a different argument than him. He won't let anybody. I mean, you know, they say sometimes you can't judge a person by, like, on YouTube by the first maybe 2 videos that you see of them. But trust me, I can clearly judge this prick by just the 2 videos that I've seen. The one where Blue Firewatch calls and or they were moderating some kind of argument, and the second one where this guy Dark the Atheist called. This guy, ShockofGod, I mean, he couldn't even hold his own in an argument with anybody. Certainly not this guy, Dark the Atheist. I mean, he didn't even let him talk. He just interrupted him, which kind of shows what kind of guy what kind of guy ShockofGod is. He can't even, I mean, he's so afraid of an argument that, you know, it's it's ridiculous. And then, you know, some, at least, you know, will, I know if you call in, a lot of times it's kind of the same thing you get from any Christian radio show that, you know, takes calls, something, especially like this. I mean, you know, it's kind of a moot point sometimes just to even call these people, because you're just walking into, yeah, it's not how ridiculous, but you're walking to the lines there, bottom line. I mean, you know, you're walking into their house and they're not gonna let you fucking argue anything at all. That's just the way people like this guy is. They're just, you know, they're just plain rude. They won't let an argument in because they're so afraid, because they don't have anything to fight almost any argument with. Their proof is weak, and if any at all. And the bottom line is people can't provide any single evidence. I mean, they ask other people, "Oh, you prove your argument's true, prove your God is true, prove there's no God, whatever." But here's the thing, though. The proof is not a. The proof is when the person making the argument. Dark the Atheist only said, "Would you like to have, you know, a moderated debate?" And then ShockofGod saying, "No, proof your argument, proof that atheism is true, proof that," you know, and it's just ridiculous. It just all comes down to a shouting match, and of course, you know, being a show, they'll decide what comes on, and also it's a smart thing that Dark the Atheist actually recorded this what do you call it, for Skype. And for you people who want to record conversations that you get from Skype, there's SkyCap. I believe it's a program that can record conversations that you do on Skype. So look, bottom line, I don't want to stretch this more than it should. Bottom line, you know, if you're gonna call this guy, fine. You're just wasting your time. This guy is a prick, and he won't let anybody else argue their points because he'll keep interrupting them. He's a coward. He can't take an argument, and you know, it's a moot point. You know, he controls. You know, and he can just cut people off. I assume. And, you know, he controls the field. Bottom line. And that's all I have to say. Alright, man out.